They rigged the election with armored tanks, but expect Obidients and us to go to court. Philip Shaibu, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news updates, please click on the notification bell. In a video that surfaced online earlier today, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Comrade Philip Shaibu, discussed the outcome of the presidential election and the role of a Nigerian youth in the political process. Comrade Philip Shaibu commended Nigerian youth for initiating the Obidients movement, stating that it was a positive step towards a brighter future for Nigeria. He also accused other statesmen of rigging the election using armored tanks. The Deputy Governor also criticized President Muhammadu Buhari for failing to fulfill his promise to hand over Nigeria to the youth after his term. He questioned who the president would hand over to and whether he had done enough to empower the younger generation. Lastly, Comrade Philip Shaibu expressed his support for youth policies and his commitment to championing the not too young to run bill. He asserted that he was tired of the older statesmen and the traditional ways of Nigerian politics and encouraged more young people to be involved in decision-making processes. What do you think about this? He is actually right. He's actually right. You can call whatever happened that you call an election with armored tanks, because this was an election where people were intimidated openly. People were victimized, people were bullied, people were beaten, people were killed. We are not in a war. We are not in a war. We are not in Russia and Ukraine's times, and yet this kind of a thing happened. And you know the most painful part? This thing happened and nobody came out. Those people who did all those who committed all those atrocities, most of them, if they sleep at night, they sleep like babies. You understand? If they walk freely, very carefree. The government has not asked who formed you, who are you, why did you do this? Some of them, their faces are all over the internet. Nobody has gone to ask them, why is this done? How was this done? Why did you do this? None of them was arrested. In fact, it is people who came out and were raising alarm and say, see what they are doing. Oh, this thing go make so and so people come down to so place and do so thing. They now caught them and arrested them. In a country where we are too quick to call the West racists. Before you know it, they're oppressing the blacks. Meanwhile, we are blacks oppressing blacks. We practice tribalism. Our tribalism and ethnicity and religious bigotry sticks to the high heaven. In fact, the racist way Oyibo people they practice better pass our own ethnicism. Because it is going to be okay if you are somebody who you are outside. If person will offend you, you go look and say this person no. This person does not know better. You understand? They stereotyped us. But this one, we are with your own person. A Nigerian like you, full-blooded Nigerian like you, treat you less. In fact, you will prefer to go where they are doing racism than to stay here, that ethnicity. Yes, now. Till death, nobody has been picked up. Till death, nobody has been picked up. They did not pick anybody up. They did not arrest anybody. And yet, some people are coming out to say this election is the most authentic, is the most fair. No, fairest thing, it's not white. It is not white now. It's the fairest in the land. It doesn't make sense to me. Philip Shaibu is actually correct. Is this thing I cannot agree less. Yes, I don't want us to go because people will start saying, coming from PDP. See, coming from whoever, this is the pure truth. Remember, I used to say, sometimes you have to close your eyes to the messenger, but you are going to open your ears to the message. This thing when you talk cannot, as in, he could not have said it any better. APC lost in your state and you deliver your state to Obidients. I am still claiming rigging. As a deputy governor, what are your contributions to aid youth participation? Yeah, man, what have you achieved as a deputy governor? Your Obidients win in your state. Did you want everyone to think in your direction? Do you think winning in Southeast and South will determine who win? Nigeria is bigger than that. So you are saying that he some people I'm going to ask God, now wow, you the creature. Some people go sit down. This Philip Shaibu is actually a PDP member. He's a what's his member? He's a PDP chieftain because it's in Edo, and Edo is actually PDP. So you are saying he that is a PDP member rigged the election for Obidients so that they will chase him out of bear along. How you think sit down and think this thing now? It's sweet. You go well for your ear. You can't come outside. Can't give this opinion. Now what for now? I don't expect less from you guys. When you are confronted with the fact, you always resort to abuse. That is the attitude of election virus called Obidients. Shaibu is right. We are tired of walking dead bodies ruling us. Allow the youth to move the country forward. The old brains can no longer offer the country anything good but themselves. It is time they ban the very old people from contesting elections. It is like we don't have youth in this country. I'm telling you. Look, you see the way they retire people at 65. You know, when you're 65, whether you enter the service when you're 50, whether you enter the service when you are 60, you don't concern anybody. But once you're 65, you are going to be retired. You get? Now, they should also make that official age that particular age. They should make it that once you are above 65, you can no longer contest. To me, it is the best way to start this. Let them do it like that. Sincerely, you have your, you have from when you are 25 to 65, good 40, in between those dates, you can come outside, you can be the governor, you can be the senator. Once you are 65, what am I even saying? From 20, you have that time. You have the time. It is until we start doing that is when I will know that this country, we are really ready for progress. But you say now, you see somebody who is in his 80s, you see somebody who is in his 70s, what are you coming to do? In the Christian Bible, there's a particular passage in the Psalm that said, if we live too much, 70, if God bless you, 80, then you are coming when you are almost expired. What are you coming to offer? I've said it. If these people come and they come for an what's it called? They come for an interview at your place of work. Will you interview them? 70 years plus, 80 years plus women. If they come and say they're looking for a job in your firm, will you interview them? So why are you going to hand over Nigerians' business? This is like a business venture. You hand it over to them and you want the country to be fine. And you are coming out saying, you don't know what is you don't know. The best thing for us to do as youth is, number one, to stand together. Number two, we must support each other. Standing together is one thing. Supporting each other is number two. Let us remember that making this country better is our goal. Making the best country better for all of us is our goal. All right, on this note, we've come to the end of the news. So thank you for tuning in to listen. Until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.